Hello friends, today we are going to complete remaining topics of interface packages and interfaces. Now we will create one more class, that is dynamic stack, that will implement the interface in stack. Now I create class dynamic stack implements in stack. Here also private int stack, private int top of stack. Then dynamic stack parameter default constructor is overloaded here. Stack is equal to new stack of parameterized constructor, new stack of that particular size, and as usual top of stack is equal to -1. Now what we will do, then to public void push integer item. In this, if top of stack is equal to stack dot length -1, then temp array is created, as we have seen in theory part. New int stack dot length into 2, double the size. You can write it here, double size. Then int for int I is equal to 0, I less than stack dot length I plus plus. Temp of I is equal to stack of I, and stack is equal to temp, and stack of top of stack plus plus top of stack is equal to item. So here we are putting the item, else stack of top of stack plus plus top of stack is equal to item if stack is not full. Okay, then public int top, if top of stack less than 0, Then what we have to do is stack underflow and return 0, else return stack top of stack minus minus. Now your main class if test2. In that I create two objects, dynamic stack my stack 1 is equal to new dynamic stack of 5 as usual. Then again dynamic stack my stack 2 is equal to new dynamic stack of 8 as usual. Okay, as we have seen in previous examples. Then for int I is equal to 0, I less than 12, I plus plus. Why 12? Because I will double the size if stack is full to push the new elements. Then my stack 1 dot push of I. It is for growable stack. Then I less than 20, my stack 2 dot push of I. Now I print 12 elements. This out. Stack in my stack 1, stack in my stack 1 for int I is equal to 0, I less than 12, I plus plus. What I have to do is since this is a one line only, I am not giving opening and closing curly braces. My stack 1 dot, my stack 1 dot, then same way my stack 2 dot 4. Stack in my stack 2 dot 4. So now is there any error? Yes. Now I run this one. This is a growable stack example. My actual size was 5 and 8, but I have successfully written elements 12 elements and 20 elements on my stack 1 and my stack 2 respectively. Now I will combine them both and I use interface reference variable to access that particular stack. So I will create one more class if test3. If test3 with public static void main. Now I close this one. In this if test3, I write reference variable in stack my stack. It is an interface reference variable. Now next dynamic stack ds is equal to new dynamic stack of 5. and fixed stack fs is equal to new fixed stack 8. Now interface reference first refers to dynamic stack. For int I is equal to 0, I less than 12, I plus plus. What I have to do is my stack dot push I. Same way, now my stack is referring to fixed stack. So for fixed stack, I have to give the same number of element size. Here it was 5, but I give 12 because it is a dynamic stack. But here 8, I give the exactly 8 element for loop. For int I is equal to 0, I less than 8, I plus plus. Then fixed stack, dynamic stack, my stack dot push I. Now again, my stack will refer to dynamic stack, and for 12 times we print system.out.println values in dynamic stack is equal to or int I is equal to 0, I less than 12, I plus plus. My stack dot pop. And same way, it will print the fixed stack elements. Values in fixed stack for 8 times my stack dot pop. I will run this if test 3. Values in dynamic stack 0 to 11 and fixed stack 0 to 7. Now we will see the example of variables in interfaces. Create a project, new project, variables in interface table. That I create a package as usual. New package for variables in interface. Then I create a class called askMe with main method. Now I have to create interface shared constants in this package. Shared constants. can be public, it can be default access, no issue. Then I give it integer no is equal to 0, integer yes is equal to 1, integer maybe is equal to 2, integer later is equal to 3, when integer soon is equal to 4, and integer never is equal to 5. So this way 6 variables I created, those will be treated as constant. Then in this file I write class should implement shared constants. Now random and is equal to new random. Okay. Then integer ask integer probe is equal to int 100 into random dot next double. So it will create a double value and it will be converted to integer value. If probe is less than 30, return no. Yes. Let's see. Probe is less than 60. return yes. Else if probe is less than 75, return later. Then receive probe is less than return soon. And else if else if probe is less than sorry else return never. So this way this implements shared constants, static void answer. Result switch result. So whatever result is there, depending upon that, it will decide which answer should be displayed. Now, case no. Sys out no and break. Same way. Case yes. Sys out yes. Break. Then case maybe system.out.println maybe. Then case later print later. Case soon display soon. And lastly case never. Print a never as output. Now I will create object of question. Question Q. New question. Answer. It is a static method, so it is called without using object. Answer question dot ask 4 times. So this, let's see in this case what answer is occurring. Later no, yes, yes. In our theory part, there was different answer. Here it is displaying different answer. Each time it will display different answer. Yes, 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 yes. Since it is a random number, it can display random output. Every time output is different. You can see no two outputs are same. Okay. So this is the usage of variables in interfaces. Those are treated as constants. So now last example of this. Last example we will see interfaces can be extended. this, we will create example if extend demo. This is a very simple example we have seen in your theory part. For this, I will create one package, new package. Let it be my pack for this. Now I create new class if extend demo. If extend with public static void main. Now I create interface A, void method 1 and void method 2. Now I will create one more package, interface B that will extend A. It has its own method, void method 3. Now we extend.java class, my class implements B. So it has to implement all the methods A, B, and C, method 1, method 2, and method 3. Implements method 1, public void method 1, implement method 1, lightweight method 2, and method 3. Now what we will do, we will create object, my class object is equal to new my class object dot method 1, object dot method 2, and object dot method. So now I will run this project. And I have output. If I try to remove the implementation here, it will give me error. Okay. So this way we have finished all the topics from interfaces. From the next session, we will start exception handling as a new chapter. So meet you in the next session. Thank you so much.